Good afternoon, everyone. Today we shall learn an interesting, beautiful, a moral giving story in the form of a poem. The name of the poem is The Ant and the... You already know what is an ant, but how many of you know what is cricket?
Cricket is a creature. It's a sound and
Makes so much of noise at nights. Okay, you find a bug, a creature that makes so much of noise at nights. That bug is called cricket. Now we shall learn a moral through this poem, which was written by Aesop. Aesop has written so many morals, like our Vamana in Telugu. He wrote so many fables, small stories using animals. A fable is a story often with animals or as characters that conveys a moral. All of you repeat after me: a fable, a story, often with animals as characters that conveys a moral. In Telugu, there is a fable, a running race between a tortoise and rabbit. At the end, tortoise wins the race. Like this, it's a fable. This poem is a fable. Okay, all of you repeat after me. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm, sunny months of gay summer and spring. This is a silly cricket, naughty cricket, never used to hard work. It always time passes by singing, dancing, playing, always plays. In the warm summer, in comfortable time, it plays. In comfortable times, it plays, sings, dances. He makes fun of everything. He enjoyed his life. She enjoyed her life through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring. In spring and summer and comfortable times, he played and passed. He used the time like anything. So it wasted the time. It wasted the good time, all good seasons. Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Now it began to complain. Now it is giving complaints. When he found that at home, it went to its home and searched there in the cupboards. There was no food. There was and winter was come. Now in Europe, if you observe in Europe, in winter the snow falls. In winter, in our country there is no such situation, but in Europe there is so much of cold. We need a good wooden house to keep us warm, and we won't find any food because there everywhere the snow will fall down. Wherever you see, you will find white snow. It covers everything. So because it's winter, it went to its home and she searched the cupboards, found nothing. Found nothing. Not a crab to be found on the snow covered ground. Repeat after me. Not a crab to be found on the snow covered ground. Not a single piece of food is available. So all the ground was covered with white snow and there is no food to eat. Not a flower could he see, nor a leaf on a tree. There is no flower. How harder you find, you search, there won't be any flower. And not a leaf on a tree. The tree full of leaves. But in winter in Europe, there won't be leaves. Even the trees will covered with snow, white snow. Oh, what will become, say the cricket of me. Now, it was begun to frighten. Oh, what will happen to me now? Because there is no food to eat. How shall I live? How can I live? That is the question arised in his mind. At last, by starvation and famine, made bold. Now I realize the fact. Now I realize the fact. I am going to be died. I have no food to eat, so there is no scope for me to live now. All dripped with wet and all trembled with cold. All dripped with wet and all dripped with cold. Wherever I go, I find wet ground, wet surface. Everything was wet. No dry surface is available. Because it is winter, the snow falls. It is very hard for anyone to find dry ground. All were wet like these clothes. It's rainy season. It was wet now. The set was wet because he went and played outside in the rain. So the shirt became wet. The surface also wet there. The surface also wet there because snow falls. White snow falls. Starvation, no food, nothing to eat. Starvation. Famine means no growth, no crop. Famine, no crop, no rice, no wheat, nothing to eat. Away he set off to a miserly ant. Now, miserly ant. He set off to a miserly ant. This cricket is very joyful, but now it went to the misery ant. The ant is crying. She thought things like that. Now she came to the ant to see, to keep him alive, he would grant. He would grant. Oh. I think this cricket thinks that this ant will give something to eat. Now she went to the ant. Him shelter from rain and mouthful of grain. Why did she go there? Why did she go there? For shelter from rain. It wants a house. It wants to protect from the rain. And a mouthful grain. And mouthful, so much to eat. Mouthful grain. He wished only to borrow. Now he wished only to borrow. I give you a pen. Give your book. Give your money. Always borrowing from others. Always borrowing from. Give some money. Give 10 rupees. He would repay it tomorrow. He would repay it. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. If others won't give anything, he will die. Because there is nothing to eat. Because there is nothing to eat. Starvation and sorrow. She will be sorrow. She will be so much sad and he will die because of starvation. Page number 22. Says the ant to the cricket, says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. What the cricket is saying to the ant? What the cricket is saying to the ant? I am your servant
I am your servant
and your friend.
and your friend.
I am your servant and your friend. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. We never borrow, or we never give. We never lend. We won't borrow, please give 10 rupees, and we won't give anything. Borrow, we never borrow or lend. We ants never borrow and we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quote the cricket, not I. Now the ant asked, in summer and warm time, don't you save anything to eat? Don't you save? And the cricket said, no. The cricket said, my heart was so light. My heart was so light that I sang day and night. In warm times, I played, sing, danced. I enjoyed a lot in warm time. For all nature looked gay. When the nature is in full color, full fertile, when the soil gives so much of food, he never saved anything. You sang, sir, you say. Go then, says the ant. You enjoyed a lot, you never saved anything. So go away, the ant said, and dance the winter away. Now you time pass the winter also like this. Thus ending, he hesitantly lifted the wicket. Wicket means door, a small door. The ant rejected to give anything. The ant rejected to give anything. But in good times, it saved some food and they never lent to anyone. Now, the cricket is going away. At the end, he hesitantly lifted the wicket door, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. He went out. It went out. Folks call this is a fable. People call, folk means people. Folk call it's a story. Folk call it's a story. I will warrant it true. But I am saying it is true. I am saying it's true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. 4 legs means work to its full strength. 2 means the casual ones who plays in brighter warm times. This poem was written by Aesop. Who written this poem? Aesop, a fable writer, Greek fable writer. Okay, thank you very much.